Hey, what is up everybody, how's it going? I'm Sethum and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to carry on with Raid Shadow Legends, and the plan for the day is of course to do some dungeons. I do need to acquire some more gear for my champions, and so I'm probably going to focus primarily on the dragon dungeon as well as the spider dungeon. I don't think I'm able to make my way through the higher levels of dungeon, and as you can see I have acquired quite a few interesting little shards. I will do a shard opening at some point in the future, that is the plan, and I'm also looking at of course leveling up and trying to do these events or get as close as I can to them. Now of course there is a lot of stuff that I've got to do off camera, so I don't know how far along I can get, but I am at least going to try. And this is one of the events that I wanted to go for, so the Dungeon Divers event is on. Might as well take advantage of that and see what I can grab. In terms of the daily quest, we've got to do that as well. And so this is what is left of them. Maybe I can, actually with the dungeons, I can definitely use up the energy. And then I have to win 7 campaign battles, so that'll be a thing to look at. We're going to open up some shards. There we go, that takes one of the boxes. Let's go on to the next. We need to level up a champion in the tavern at least 3 times. I'm going to select something that is easy to level up. So we've got Ultimate Gallic from the Amazon, what's it called? From the little Amazon deal that we've got. I think it's like a little cooperation thing that they have with where you log in and claim it. So we're going to be leveling up Ultimate Gallic. He's got some interesting dots on him, definitely worth getting them up there and using them in the clan boss. So that'd be my second poisoner, and so that's my plan. I mean, he's not necessarily a must. I think the next one that I'm going to take up to 60 will be Valkyrie, so that is my aim. After that, I think I would need a good healer with a revive. Unfortunately, I mean, it's a tough one, isn't it? Because a really good healer is, of course, Arbiter. I'm still a ways away from getting Arbiter, and I also want to get Rosin, which is a good debuff, and probably I could say tank, but definitely want to get Rosin. I just need one more champion for that fusion. Once I have that champion, I cannot wait to fuse Rosin. He is going to be as helpful as it can be. Now let's see over here. I do need some scrolls, so maybe I'm going to start with the Minotaur, try and get some more scrolls for these guys. These are pretty much my main champions at the moment, and I'm still in the process of leveling up Bellower. As you saw, Bellower is of course ideally going to become a campaign farmer for the time being, although there is the brutal one, but we'll see where we get with that. I haven't actually gotten into it very much. I mean, I'll admit I have been quite busy, but yeah, Bellower is only 3 levels away, as you can see, from actually becoming a level 60 champion. So yeah, we've made some progress. I mean, I've spent a lot of time leveling up chickens for the purpose of getting my champions higher up. So we'll see what the future holds in for us. I do need a second Cold Heart. I nearly forgot her name, and I would like to get a Royal Guard, which I haven't got. That would make my life that much more easier in the spider dungeon, and I could get through it and start farming some really good little gadgets, and so like rings and banners and necklaces. Unfortunately, I'm at a stage where, to be fairly honest, I'm just, you know, I'm farming what I can, but I'm not expecting anything too magical, too powerful. It would be nice if I could get those though. To be honest, I would like them, but we'll see how far along in the future we'll have to grind out to get what we need. I mean, even if I had 2 Cold Hearts, but at the moment I don't. I just have one cold heart. I'm happy with it. She does do a lot of damage if she survives and lasts long enough. That sometimes is a problem, as you can see here. But my team comp should be able enough to actually deal with the Minotaur. I reckon once I get Valkyrie up to 60, we could probably move up a stage. And he just froze there. So, okay. Valkyrie got some scrolls. That's good. And then I'm going to be looking at trying to at least once solo the easy clan boss and see if I can actually defeat him just as a thing. And obviously, as you go further up in difficulty with the clan boss, the more speed you'll need, and so that will be all gear attunement. As I said, I'm only one champion away from getting rosin. Until then, I'm just going to carry on with grinding these guys out. Once I have all the champions, I will then look at getting those guys to 4 stars and then doing the fusion for rosin. I definitely need rosin. He has quite a good skill set. That would definitely help, especially in the, well, in a lot of dungeons actually. He's just good all around, and so I really want to get my hands on him. And then after that, I'll probably look at trying to get Arbiter. So that would be what, 2 legendaries. I've already got Valkyrie. That's 3. I've got yes, I'll have about 5 legendaries, which would not be a bad deal in itself. I have kind of slackened off on that domain, on that area, with regards to working my way up there. I have not really done much of anything, but on the plus side, there are several rewards that can be obtained from doing that, and so I think they might come in handy. No, you know, better late than never, I guess. So as I said, the main aim of today's video, this video at least, I will be, of course, grinding out the dungeons. Okay, so message from the clan leader, and let's have fun. Try to kill the boss soon. Gear up for the upcoming event to save any clan boss keys to take down the hold on. Upcoming event, save any extra clan boss keys, and let's take him down. Hard boss, that's the one. So have fun. So we're gonna be looking at doing the hard boss. Oh dear. My reading skill there was a bit horrible. I did kind of try and read it quickly, but that kind of worked against me there. So it looks like we're gonna be aiming for the hard clan boss. I mean, I'm still a ways away from actually having any effectiveness against him. That would be because of my team's speed, which isn't all that great. That'll need, of course, to be increased, and I do need to gear up as well. I'm still running a lot of gear that's probably 3 and 4 star, which is not good. I do need to get to the 5 and 6 star sort of gear. But before we can actually even aspire to such a thing, I do need to get my champions up to level 60 and then have to scroll them up as well, so I can get all of those wonderful extra added bonuses from the scrolls. As you can see, Coldheart doesn't make it very far in this particular dungeon. What I am lacking, as I said, is a heal stroke revive, so Arbiter, in all honesty, will definitely make my life that much easier. I would definitely replace Flesh Terror with Arbiter when I get that. At the moment, he's doing alright. He's actually quite helpful in keeping my champions alive. And what I do like about Flesh Terror, to be fairly honest, is the fact that when he does do the heal, he also extends the buffs on my champions by 1 turn. So that is actually quite useful, especially for Valkyrie's shield and counter attack. I want to go with Cold Heart. We'll give this a go. Now this, at the point of making this video, isn't 100% sort of a team build. They do tend to win most often, but it's not a thing where they always win, so it's not a guaranteed win, so I'll have to keep my eyes on that. I do want to try and get, see, there we go. Cold Heart is nearly dead, but as you just saw there, Flesh Terror does extend the buff. Now hopefully she can survive long enough to actually land that A3 that does a ton of damage to bosses. After that she doesn't have much of a purpose, but I think it would be on cooldown because she's probably used it. You see, if I were to have played manually, I would have saved it up for the dragon boss, but hey, the AI of the game is the way it is. I have to admit though, Valkyrie's buffs and support does make a massive difference. That was the one I was on about. Imagine if I had 2 Cold Hearts and a Royal Guard. This would have been so much easier. Also, it's worth bearing in mind, I guess, that I haven't recently been playing Raid Shadow Legends as religiously as other players out there. I haven't, I mean, I played it daily, but I haven't put in as much time as other streamers and YouTubers. So I am doing this, and it is a bit slower than other people, but I will get there nonetheless. I do have other stuff to cover here on the channel as well with regards to content and videos, which does remind me, I'm gonna have to get back into finishing the taming series for Ark Survival Evolved, so that's one of them. One of the rounds done. Let's see right here. Don't think I want this. We'll run this again, because this is what this game is all about. To be fairly honest, I cannot wait to actually get to a point where I end up farming the last levels of these dungeons, and that is primarily because I want the challenge of trying to figure out the gearing for the champions, as well as to get all that gear and have it saved up and stuff. I do have some gear, but it's not that great. Most of the good stuff has been kind of scattered about amongst my main champions, so that would be Elaine, Valkyrie, Kayle. I think I put some okay stuff on Cold Heart. Flesh Terror doesn't have anything too special, to be fairly honest. He does have some okay stuff, but I mean, he's a healer and I just need him to be able to support. So Cold Heart is down again. Now if I had a Valkyrie, she'd be back up, but I don't, and that's just the way it is. But if I'm honest, I am surprised at how strong Kayle is, and even Elaine, to be honest. I mean, I still use them in dungeons. They are my damage dealers in dungeons, and I do use Elaine as a campaign farmer. She's not 100% with regards to winning the campaign. Sometimes she will lose, but she does get the job done for the time being, until I can get, ooh, there we go, there's my loss. Stuff like this does happen. So that's what I meant. It's not a 100% win scenario at this point in time. It's all down to the RNG. Sometimes I get it good, sometimes I get bad RNG. So I'm thinking I'm going to go for Alton. Let's try this guy out. I don't think it actually makes... Oh no, it does make a difference, because Alton, while he does not do additional damage, he does increase the defense. And I think just generally he does a bit more damage. So I'm going to go for the spider. We do need to farm the spider dungeon. I really need rings, necklaces and banners. As you can see, I'm not actually at the point where I can farm a level that drops banners, but rings I still need, and I still need necklaces. So we'll see what we can get from here. Yeah, see, I definitely would do with a high level tank, or having a tank here. Because what's going to happen is, they're going to take out Flesh Terror. They're just going to poison him to the point where one tick will just more or less take all his life. There we go, about. I should be able to farm this level, this stage, fairly consistently. I would have thought. It's actually been quite a while since I've had to farm this, but I do need all those wonderful little trinkets. And obviously, hopefully I get something from the Dungeon Divers event as well. I'm going to be doing what you see now here in the Spider Dungeon. Quite a lot of this off camera, to be honest. And we'll see what I can gather up. Like I said, I barely have anything with regards to those. And so, for example, I think Elaine still needs quite a few things. Although she's level 60, she still has a few slots that haven't got anything on them. I don't think I have very much for Valkyrie either. So these are things that do add up and do matter for the end result. So we'll see what we get. Hopefully we get something nice. The other thing is, I'm not even going to bother looking at what I get at this point in time, because I cannot sell it. So I'm just going to repeat and replay the stage over and over and over again. Oh, Kale's gonna get hit badly. Things I've just stacked up like nothing else. Just watch how much damage he takes when it's his turn. Oh boy. He's definitely not gonna survive that one. Yep. Well, it is what it is. So the spider's still got 2 turns left before it heals. Hopefully we can take it down before those 2 turns are over. Okay. And the idea... Oh, cutting it close now. The idea with the spider team that I want to make will be to have a lot of turn reduction on it, so it doesn't get a turn on that heal. Although the spiderlings are quite annoying, if I do say so myself. But again, Kale's probably getting hit because he's got a lot of HP. I don't have a tank, so Kale, whether he likes it or not, has to sort of tank it. I guess not by choice. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this one on camera, and then I'll move on to doing this off camera. So by the end of this fight, this is where the video will end. I do hope that you guys will have enjoyed it. So I'm going to try Bellower this time around to see if he makes a difference with regards to taking out the spiderlings quicker. He does have AoE on all of his attacks, so that is quite useful. We'll see what difference that makes. I am at a point where I should be able to keep the spiderlings down. At least that's the idea. Okay, so he's done okay with that hit. Alright. So I'm looking at the spider's turn meter to see how it does. Okay. There we go. So they are staying down quite quicker. Quite a lot more actually. They're not up, the little spiderlings. They are annoying. Obviously, further into this dungeon, that won't be a thing. I do realize that. But at this point in time, Bellower seems to be quite useful. I'm trying to keep all those multiple stacks of poison off of my team, as I don't have anything that can actually potentially tank it, which is a bit annoying, but hey ho. Well, I can safely say that it is looking like this team composition is doing a bit better at this point in time. Do bear in mind that I do have Lane and Kale that are magic, and we're going against Force, so they are weaker in that regards. And there we go, that's it. Now, off camera, I'm going to continue farming this for more items. Hopefully not bruised, because they are annoying. But that is it for this video, folks. I do hope that you have enjoyed it. And if you have, please don't forget to support me on the channel by hitting that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and haven't already for more similar content from myself. And if you have just subscribed, why not check out some of my other videos and guides here on the channel. Who knows, you might just enjoy them. And for those interested, you can always find me on the Sethtopia Discord. Links to this, of course, you can find down below in the video's description, as well as in a pinned comment from myself. Until next time, stay safe, folks.